got themselves back in the game with the Drogba goal and then looked stronger. I think that was not only was their play better, they controlled the game, held the ball better. Physically, they looked more powerful than Everton, and I think that in the end they could have won it 3 or 4.
And Joe Roll, you'll sympathise with the disappointment that we're seeing from the Everton players there, but it was just not enough variety, not enough options.
No, there wasn't. I think Jim Beglin summed it up when he said that no matter what happens today, Everton have had a great season. You know, and they are missing big players. Arteta particularly would have made the difference today to give them that variety. As it was, there were too many sort of long balls that kept coming back, and Chelsea did dominate the game. Can't argue with that. Talked about Drogba before the game and his problems. He was exemplary today and scored an awesome goal. Terrific performance.
And Teddy, you picked out Ashley Cole as the man of the match. He wins his 5th Cup Winners' Medal. No one has done that in the modern era. And for the likes of Ashley Cole, Malouda as well down that flank as well.
Well, I don't know whether that was their game plan before the game, to attack down the right-hand side of Everton's defence, but they really worked him. I'd like to see how much ground Ashley Cole's covered today.
Fantastic.
Not just how much he's covered, but how quick he's covered it as well, just up and down all day long. Malouda was fantastic as well. We've just seen that it should have been a goal as well. So that would have crowned his performance off, and he probably would have nicked the man of the match off of Ashley if that had been counted.
5 Cup Winners' Medals, 3 with Arsenal and now 2 with Chelsea.
Outstanding. He was terrific today. He was in Everton's 18-yard box more than his own, quite frankly, and that says it all for a left back. He was outstanding. When you consider Anelka had a couple of chances, he looped over the bar. You know, Malouda, we think that one that he hit was over the line. All things considered, you know, the right team have won here, no question about that. They could have won it very comfortably in the end. And Howard Webb actually had a good day today, I thought, didn't you, Joe?
I thought it was excellent. One contentious decision, whether it was a penalty or not with Lampard, could easily have been given, but didn't affect the result, and he's a top referee. He deserved it.
And we'll explore some of those moments in more detail very shortly. Let's just see Everton go up and get their medals. Let's rejoin Clive for that.
Well, they remain the best of the rest. 5th of the table. Phil Neville, who scored a penalty on this ground 6 weeks ago, that formally severed his links with a Manchester United past, officially turned his blood from red to blue. David Moyes appointed him skipper rather contentiously, just 10 games into his Everton career, but he's going to have to walk past the silverware that awaits at the top of this particularly long climb in the new Wembley, and Everton will have to wait a little longer, but their progress as a force in the English game is there for all to see. If David Moyes can add to his squad and get the likes of Nuno Valente and Mikel Arteta fit for next season, then maybe they'll come knocking on the back door of the Big Four as they carry on into the Champions League. Just to clarify the achievement of Ashley Cole there that Steve was referring to, Mark Hughes, Ray Parlour, David Seaman, Ryan Giggs, Roy Keane, 4 winners' medals in the modern era. Ashley Cole now 5, the most. To go back to the 19th century to find anybody else with 5 winners' medals. Phil Neville has been a winner with his former club 3 times. An FA Cup winning medal, but he's got a loser's medal to collect from Kofi Annan today. Heartfelt consolation from their chairman Bill Kenwright, who must now try to raise the money to enable David Moyes to strengthen this squad and this team. Over 7 years since the man at the back of the line succeeded Walter Smith, he inherited a squad including Duncan Ferguson, David Ginola and Paul Gascoigne, all not necessarily in their prime at the time. Tony Hibbert, the only man in today's team from the first team that he picked. His future with Everton is secured, maybe Bill Kenwright's most important signing. But here come Chelsea. The FA Cup winning captains, Ron Harris, on 2 occasions Dennis Wise, and now for a second occasion John Terry. winding their way through the crowd, briefly out of sight from the spectators in the stadium before turning up the last part of the steps. They'll put their Champions League disappointment, bitter disappointment, behind them this afternoon. The club will be £2 million better off. That's the official winner's cheque. And John Terry, the first captain to lift the FA Cup here. His name was all over the morning headlines over something that happened in the past. Well, his picture will be all over the back pages tomorrow for the here and now. Those last few steps, that final turn to the right. Back inside of their supporters. Chelsea, a club that expect to win things, are winners again. Bruce Buck, the chairman, gives him a hug. Peter Kenyon is there too. Carlo Ancelotti waits and wonders as John Terry lifts the FA Cup. Chelsea are back in the trophy-winning business. Their season ends with gold and silverware. Wembley the setting for a second Chelsea FA Cup success in the space of 3 years. And Gus Hiddink will follow in the line of FA Cup winning managers at the club. Dave Sexton, Ruud Gullit, Gianluca Vialli, Jose Mourinho, and now the man who was in charge for just 22 matches. Just one defeat, ironically at White Hart Lane, a painful day for Chelsea fans. Beaten only on the away goals by Barcelona. First German to win the FA Cup at Wembley since Bert Trautmann, Mikel Ballack, Nicola Anelka, and then into the substitutes that we didn't see today. Giuliano Belletti are almost waiting for the moment when that piece of silverware is handed down the line from Kalou to Ivanovic, to Mancien, to Alex, to the man who has galvanised his club and in many ways turned their fortunes around. Ray Wilkins, a winner here with Manchester United many years ago. No, come on, boss, you deserve it. What a moment. Gus Hiddink gets his hands on silverware. He has guided Chelsea back close to the pinnacle, and he will leave not exactly with their blessing, but with so many good wishes. They'll never forget him.
Yes, Gus Hiddink's priceless parting gift for Chelsea. A brief stay, but what a legacy he leaves. Chelsea are winners once more. The pride is back, the belief is back, the cup is back. And we'll have more in just a few minutes.